Oh, here we go again. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome. I'm too tired for this. I don't have an intro. I'm too tired for this.
When you came in there with the intro there, my brain thought you were yawning, so now I need to yawn. Because it was
I am tired. Have I mentioned I'm tired? I don't think I've mentioned that yet, but I am tired.
You're also not well.
No, that's probably why I'm not. That is probably why I'm tired, because I'm not well. Headaches, stress. There's a lot of stuff going on, but we needed to get this done because if you welcome to Pokemon Podcast Minisode 25.
I'm pretty sure 25 because I vaguely remember you saying 24 last time and being right.
Well, I generally am right about things. But this one I feel like I should double check.
Yeah,
25.
Yeah, you double checked last week.
And we're doing
That's why I remembered.
and we're doing 2-7.
Yeah.
Stupid numbering being off because they ended on 1-18. So everything started from episode 19. But yeah, so this is our 25th segment, chapter thing of Digimon Seekers, and two of our main characters are just having the chats.
Coffee, chilling out. I don't know if they're drinking coffee.
I know.
They're in a cafe.
We're in a cafe. I think Leon has a coffee, and it looks like AG has like a bubble tea. The weeb. Love a bubble tea though. I need to get no, or the Oreo frap from Nana's place.
Oh, that'd be nice.
I need that in my life. Okay. But so yeah, where were we? Before I got distracted. They're just having a chat. It's just like, hey, how's life been? And oh, you're not at your old home anymore. It's gone. They knocked it down to build an apartment block. And
yeah, real regular chats. They're in the cafe in the lab.
Yeah, they're in DDL.
So they're both safe from police and whatnot, I think.
Yeah. And then they hololize the Digimon because they're allowed to, because they're in the DDL.
Yeah.
But like, it's just like, they're just having chats. It's nowhere near as like awkward or as tense as I thought it was gonna be. It's just,
yeah.
How are you?
Yeah, I thought Leon was gonna get very judgmental about the whole code cracking. I didn't even realize I said that. But I thought he'd get very like judgmental and standoffish about the whole code cracker thing because he hates code crackers or whatever. Yeah. But no, he's just chilling out.
And then we get more backstory on. Oh, and by the way, for those who are new, my name is AJ. This is my co-host, Miss Megmon.
Hello.
And yeah, sorry. But yeah, he takes out the Digimon dock that he was first given like years ago, so he's still carrying the old dock.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, it's generations old, and it has a monochrome LCD screen.
Generations. That makes it sound ancient.
Yeah, like a tiger. You remember those like Tiger video games you used to get? Tiger was the brand. But like they had
just the controllers that plugged into the TV.
No, they were like these little handheld things, and the screens were like Game and Watch screens. But they had one for everything.
I remember those.
Oh, like they were everywhere. You couldn't go into like I don't know, what did we have before Spar took over everything? Like any of those shops, you couldn't go into like a convenient like any of them without tripping over the bastards. Tiger LCD games. Like
those things, yeah.
Yeah, like they had one for everything. Like
yeah, no, I remember those. One there called Michael Jordan in Flight.
Yeah, because he believes he can fly. But yeah, like again, I just like as if it's one of these, you know, like Transformers, X-Men had one, Spider-Man, Double Dragon was on them. Like, you know, like, but these and the watches you could get that were just the screens, and it was still the same thing. Like, but yeah, like, and they just kind of get talking about the Digimon, and then they're like, "Oh, surprise, surprise! I used to have this one, the Power Ranger one. I actually used to have."
That looks really familiar, actually.
Yeah.
I think I might have had that too.
The
If I didn't, my cousin had it, and then it became mine.
Well, yeah,
because that's how that worked.
I was saying, like, you couldn't walk into a shop and not trip over like these LTD things. They were everywhere.
That's on Amazon. Can we get
it? Does it still work? I wonder. $20. It must be a rebate. It must be like a reissue. Like if it's only going for $20.
So it's retro inspired.
Yeah, retro inspired edition. There we go. So it's wow. Yeah,
it looks like crap. I mean,
no, it does. Like, cause they would have just dug up the old like memory boards or whatever, and you know, reprinted them all from the vault. Yeah, Tiger from the vault. Oh yeah, Hasbro owns Tiger, because of course they do. Hasbro owns everything that isn't Mattel at this point. But yeah, like, so yeah, generations old Digimon docs, and he's like, "Oh, this is the one you were raising way back then," and they're like, "Yeah, and I didn't know about the digital world," and all. And they're just kind of waxing lyric or poetic about all of this stuff. And then, you know, Leon shows off his band, and Eiji's like, "Hey, that's like mine, but it's a different color." And then they hololize the Digimon, who immediately get confrontational with one another. Like Lucamon's all like, they didn't get it. Like, they acknowledged they didn't actually have a fight, but Pulsemon still won.
Yeah.
So Lucamon's kind of salty.
Yeah.
And Pulsemon's a brat.
Yeah, like, and Eiji's even like, "Shh, Lugamon, he can go bigger than you."
Yeah. I know you were the demon wolf or whatever, but he can go to mega level. Shut up. Yeah.
Don't piss off the mega level.
Yeah, like, and Pulsemon's like, "Oh, aren't you so cute?" Like, really, like, talking down to Lugamon through the whole thing. But then there's the only real, like, jealousy, or I am jealous. I've kind of jumped the gun on that, but the only real standoffish part of this is when Leon gets jealous that Ryusenji hired Eiji to do a job and not him.
Yeah, and they just handed over the linker, and like,
because Leon was gonna only he and like the police had them.
Yeah,
but Ryusenji just went, "Here you are, random child."
Yeah. But he might not be as random.
I don't think he is.
I still don't know that.
They've really laid off the like patriotism on this one as well. Like, again, this went a whole lot different than I thought it would be.
Yeah, I really like. That's what I said last week. It depends on how this meeting goes, what I'll think of it all. But I'm still a bit confused because it just went really casually, and I don't know how to feel.
No, like, this Leon seems like a very different Leon to what we got like last week and the week before.
Yeah.
Like,
he's just Leon with an old friend. He's not like a hacker judge with a code cracker.
Yeah, but the code cracking stuff doesn't even come up. It's not even
he doesn't.
Why are you doing this? How could
you be a criminal or whatever?
Yeah, it's just,
he doesn't even ask how he got into it exactly, or
no,
you know, why he does it, or why he's not a hacker instead of a code cracker, or
yeah,
it's odd.
Yeah, and they sort of like, they reminisce about their families, and like they're kind of in the same living situation. They're both living in a 3 tatami mat wide apartment.
I know Eiji says that, but does Leon say that as well?
Yeah, he says, "Yeah, I'm the same."
All right. Yeah. Sorry, I would have assumed from that picture.
Oh, he was in a bigger apartment than Eiji? Yeah.
But I guess that was a hotel?
Or just artist's perspective.
Mm.
Yeah, so they Eiji's house got knocked down and they built an apartment block over it.
Yeah.
So that's why he's on his own with the family shrine in this apartment.
Yeah.
Um.
Yeah, and they're not really. They're talking more about like school days and stuff. More
Yeah.
than, like I don't know if
I went to America after we like right as soon as we got to middle school. Oh yeah, your dad was this and that, and it's like.
He's like, if I'd known we were leaving, I wouldn't have even done those entrance exams.
Yeah.
Because they were split into 2 different classes as well,
Mm.
from what I could see.
Yeah. So it's just like, yeah, they're just like the best part of this was Pulsemon and Lugamon.
Well.
What?
The ladies?
Oh, well, I was getting to that. Like, I wasn't saying, okay, well, the best part of it was Pulsemon and Lugamon. Okay, thanks for coming. See you all soon. But like, so Pulsemon and Lugamon have this obviously this sort of like rivalry going where Pulsemon's a bit of a brat and Lugamon's very defensive at the idea that he can't evolve as far as that. And we were talking about that before, that there might be some sort of push to get Lugamon, because we know how Lugamon turns up in this chapter.
Yeah.
So this might be the start of where that can, maybe this is going to start weighing on Lugamon's mind, and well, why can't I evolve? I need to beat that little fairy. And I say that in the most contextual way possible, because every time Pulsemon is talked about in this series, he's referred to as an electric fairy.
Yeah.
not Lugamon's just not being an angry bigot and we're like, I must defeat that fairy. He's not being an angry bigot. Do other parts of the world use fairy in that context, or is that just an us thing?
Not sure. It's just because it's a girly thing, I guess.
Yes. I've only ever heard it here. I've never heard it outside of the country.
Oh, I find it funny because a lot of our fairies are gnarly old men.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah.
That probably speaks
They're
for itself.
going more with a Tinkerbell idea, I guess.
Yeah.
Kind of like a friend of Dorothy, friend of Tinkerbell.
Oh, yeah.
That kind of way. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you might be onto something there.
Friend of Dorothy always got me.
Yeah. I'm like,
first of all of her friends were male.
Yeah.
So
also, one was made of tin, one was a lion, and one was a scarecrow. So where does that work?
Not sure how that means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unless the insinuation is that it's, she's the spare wheel in this trio.
I suppose.
She was the beard. Ugh. Anyway, it's not those aren't thoughts I want to have at 2:12 in the morning. But
we're too tired to have a coherent conversation about that, so it's just rambling.
Yeah, but then so as you said, like then Hatsune, and one of her friends appear.
Yeah, someone who works there too, but
yeah, and they start fawning over Leon mostly.
Yeah, because again, the writer loves Leon.
Yeah, even at the start of this, like there's this whole sort of dialogue where it's like, where Eiji's like, I remember I was the taller of us too when we were kids, and then it's like, he hadn't just grown tall, he'd grown wide. Eiji thought he must work out a lot or play some sport. And I swear to God, I said this, I don't know if I said this on camera last time or if I said it before we start recording last week, but it's like that Undercover Boss spoof with Kylo Ren, and it's like, hey, I saw Kylo Ren in the shower, and Kylo Ren is shredded. Kylo Ren has an 8-pack, and that's what I like. That is really what I feel about where like they're playing up how big and buff and sexy Leon is. I'm just like, dude,
calm down.
Yeah, chill out. Like,
write that into your fan fiction, not into your main story.
Yeah. He's not going to sleep with you. Well,
unless you write it in a fan fiction.
Yeah. Oh, Leon X Reader fanfiction.
I'm sure it'll exist soon.
I don't know. I don't know if Seekers has the popularity for that.
Mm.
We seem to be one of the few Digimon channels still covering it.
Yeah.
So, you know, although I had to laugh. Like, I'm not disparaging other creators at all. I mean, I understand how the machine works, but it's not an avenue I've chosen to go down. A lot, like with all the announcements we talked about last week, and like a few of the channels were all like, Digimon is back. I'm like, bitch, it never left. We just had a new anime season like 6 months ago. Like, we had a new anime season just finish up 6 months ago.
I keep having that conversation in Steamy Streamers Twitch, because they'll be talking about retro stuff, and Keith just found an old Digimon tape, I think, of the movie.
Oh yeah.
And people are like, "Oh wow, I remember that," and I'm like, "Yeah, it was on like 2 days ago. Like, it doesn't go away, you know."
Yeah.
It's weird how you can be on the internet and be so out of the loop that something is still going.
Yeah.
Especially something you were obsessed with when you were younger.
But like, these are content creators who
actually follow it.
I'll actually follow it, and I get it. Like, again, I'm not going to disparage anybody. I understand how the machine works, because you want to draw in the people like you were talking about who haven't, just it out of sight, out of mind, and you're going, it's back, and you get somebody who goes, oh, I remember that. You know, lo and behold, they've missed at the last 9 years have had a couple of anime seasons behind them, some manga, now this novel series, and
visual novel.
Yeah, and visual novel, and a couple of video games and everything to boot. Like, it never went anywhere. But again, it's wild. But
someone also asked today if the Pokemon anime is still going, and I'm like, how'd you miss that one?
Yeah,
that's probably on actual TV.
Has the Ash the Ash final season, has that aired yet?
I'm not entirely
I don't know if the new kids are on Western TV yet. I just haven't kept up. I haven't cared to.
No. I have the
I'll know it's
one saved in my
watch
list, but I
do kind of want to watch the Arceus one, but I just like it's like, I'll get to it. But I haven't seen like people sharing clips of the new show around in English, so I'm just going to presume it hasn't hit our shores yet until I see it on X.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Stop calling it that.
Twitter. Yeah, let's keep dead naming X and call it Twitter.
You saw that meme as well?
Yeah. It's a great meme, and it's accurate. Yeah. No, it is. It is very accurate, If Muskie can't, get his own children's names correct, then we shouldn't call the website by its rechristened branding. Yeah, Twitter.
Yeah, it's Twitter.
It is Twitter.
We don't repost, we retweet.
Yeah. Oh, it's so sterile now. Everything, there's no
so generic. It has no theme to it anymore.
Yeah, there's no personality to it other than, hey, isn't the letter X awesome? No. I got over that letter in like the early 2000s.
Yeah.
When everybody's username was like small X, big X, Mother Slayer 69 small X, big X, or big X, small X, or something, I got over that.
Sometimes you get the small X, the big X, and then the small X, and then the hyphen.
Yeah.
And finish off the end of it as well. We're like, oh.
Yeah, he clearly.
That's why I made that meme, because he's still living in that.
Yeah, he is. He's still living like in 2002. Oh, bloody hell. You can tell there's not an awful lot to this chapter.
Yeah,
we're just kind of tangenting.
But there isn't. Like, the lads sit down, have coffee, go, I remember your parents, I remember school. Digimon, don't fight.
Yeah.
And then the girls go in and go, oh, he's hot, he's hot, he's hot. And then that's how it ends, really.
What do you think of Hatsune's friend?
I think it's a bit odd that they pointed out that she knows shit all about Digimon and she works for DDL.
Yeah. Do you think she's a character?
Or just someone who's there to
just someone to give Hatsune a friend.
Yeah.
Because I was really hoping they would do more with her in a Eiji comes to work and you get more of that like first interaction. Yeah, but we haven't seen her since then. So it was nice that they remembered she exists.
Yeah, like they didn't just put in a random other staff member in cafeteria. They used the one they had.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like I did like Hatsune in like her initial episode, I suppose. So
yeah, I find it really strange calling these chapters still.
Yeah.
I don't know why. They just don't feel like chapters.
Like we can't say like it's not like it's page 80 or page 25 or sorry, this would be 23. You know, this wouldn't be page 23 of the story. But yeah, no, it's I don't know, like I do want them to do more. Are you asleep?
No, I was just reading to see if there was anything else.
I can put it up here.
Yeah, I was just down the end of it. Yeah, then it just starts going on about the TV that's playing the talk from the balding dictator again.
Yeah. So like Hatsune's all like, oh, they're both 19 and they're younger than us. I'm like, how like is Hatsune like a Christmas cake? Like is she 25 plus and that's like because Japan
she's probably like 24 going, oh my god, I'm ancient, I don't have a boyfriend.
That's culture there though.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's culture in a lot of places.
Yeah, but that's where the terminology Christmas cake came from. Like if you're not married by the time you're 25,
you're a spinster. Yeah.
Yeah, you're gone off like.
Yeah.
So the Digimon had clearly just been an excuse to come over and chat. So they didn't even come over for the cute animals. They came over for like the handsome blonde in the cafe.
Yeah, that's it. Like she literally had to peel her friend away.
Yeah.
Who was now obviously looking over in Leon's direction any chance she got.
Yeah. And then
that meant
And then there's a news report about the cyber attack.
Yeah, that's what's playing from the TV, yeah.
Yeah, and Hatsune's friend, like, ugh, another code cracker attack.
Yeah,
like
because earlier on, Hatsune introduced Eiji as like an associate or something.
Yeah, he was like,
didn't say
this is Eiji, a contractor. He's friendly with Professor Ryusenji. You know, Leon's a hacker. He works for us. So it's like, yeah, so Hatsune is just like, I'm just gonna say nothing. Yeah. So then,
surprised Leon didn't chime in there actually.
Yeah. Even as a DDL employee, she didn't have much reason to think about the digital world or the truth behind Digimon crimes. Sure, she'd seen a Digimon or two now, but she wasn't
like right in this second.
Yeah.
One of them called her a pretty lady.
Yeah. Yeah, the attack on the server. Yeah, it's just all D4 classified naturally.
And so then even DDL's employees don't know about half the shit that's going on. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that it's very umbrella. You know, but that's also a trope. You know, I work for this big company, and you know, oh, they're doing secret experiments somewhere. I had no idea. That's a big old sci-fi trope as well. But yeah, like there was really nothing to this.
Yeah, I thought them meeting up would be, because it was something that was in the trailer.
Yeah,
I thought there was going to be more to it. Now there might be more to it after, because they're still in the cafe. They're still sitting there, so it could go from here.
It could escalate next week, but I don't know if it will.
No,
because there hasn't really been the only real mention of like or hint of Leon's like suspiciousness of Eiji is him being jealous that Ryusenji didn't choose him for the spy project.
Yeah.
But now he knows that that's a thing. Is he just going to turn Eiji over for being a code cracker, or is he going to? Well, you were with the Sons of Chaos. I don't care
Yeah, like
I don't care for the context. You did a thing.
Yeah, I feel like he won't go against Ryusenji.
Hmm.
Because he knows it's something he's doing. It's his plan.
Yeah.
I also feel like the women fluttering all over Leon is gonna make Eiji a bit jealous. Because he's all feeling like a loser and whatnot. And then when the Sons of Chaos are like, "Hey, you need to evolve further, or else you can't stay with us," that'll help bog him down as well.
Maybe. I guess we'll
So I was
see.
like, Leon, I'd be all tall and muscular, and the women would like me, and I'd be cooler, and I'd have a better apartment.
I swear to God, that better not be like the opening paragraph of next week's chapter.
Yeah, if they comment on Leon's appearance as handsome or muscular or something next week, I'm just.
But even Eiji, I can already see it, like, cut to Eiji's apartment, and he's just had a shower and he's looking at himself in the mirror and he's doing the thing where he's like poking his arms, like, oh, Leon, you've grown so much. Oh, I'm sick of the Leon worship already.
Yeah.
Genuinely sick of the Leon worship. But
it almost reads like when people here, I suppose, write about exotic Asian people.
I didn't want to say it.
Yeah, but that's how it reads. It's like the exotic American man.
Yeah, like I was thinking, oh, he's awfully Aryan.
Yeah.
And like that, there's an exoticness to him, and like Japan has this thing about Americans in general, which, how do I say this and not come off as an asshole about it? Which is very weird considering history that has recently been brought up because of a Hollywood feature.
Yeah. But it's the same in a lot of countries. Like over here, people, like, they'll tan their skin because they think tan skin looks better because it's different, and they like to look darker and all of this. Then you go to Asian countries, and everyone wants to be paler, and well, not everyone, but
no,
the beauty trend there is to be paler or whatever, because originally the royals were pale because they didn't work out under the sun.
Yeah,
and that's if you were all tanned, or dirty tan or whatever, it meant you were a farmer and you were lower class.
Right.
So that's kind of where some of that stemmed from.
Yeah.
So like the beauty industry over there is all widen your eyes and get paler, and over here it's all mix landy cat eyes and get a tan, and it's
so we're all borrowing from each other, basically.
Yeah.
Twitter would hate that. Everyone's appropriating each other.
Yeah, basically.
Stay in your lane. Like, well, context is important. I feel like as long as you're not doing it to insult or belittle another culture.
Yeah, like
have fun. Embrace, like, you don't learn if you don't embrace other stuff, I feel. I'm not saying like everyone has to go out and start wearing like Chinese dresses and gis and like you certainly don't put on a religious headdress. You don't do that. No. There are limits and within context. But like everyone's borrowing from each other anyway. Just
all of our cultures go back super, super far.
Yeah.
So they all do borrow, like, people went to other, like, the Vikings have like traditions stolen from other
the Bay people.
The Bay people, yes.
Love all that.
But like they used to like end up trading, like they got as far as the Silk Road as well, and
yeah,
all the history intermingles somewhere, and we all have culture from somewhere. Yeah. Yeah. I don't get too far into it because I feel like we're too tired again to have a discussion.
Oh yeah, this is not the place for that.
And I'm also not saying that the people writing this have that favoring white skin thing, but the way Eiji is written, it really reads like that. Like if a man in a romance novel was writing about the Asian female across the room,
Yeah. No, it does. It does have that sort of connotation to it. It's like, I was thinking it, and I'm like, I'm not saying it. I'm not going down that route. So I'm glad you brought it up.
Yeah, no, like I found it reads to me. So.
Yeah, no, of course, but I just there was a part of me like, maybe I'm reading too deeply into it, but there is this sort of like this Aryan stud element to the writing, and I'm kind of over it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like it's the opposite, but also makes me feel just as uncomfortable as when Yulin was introduced. You know, and she's like, oh no, she's very mannish. You know, and you know, and despite her name, she's actually Japanese. You know.
Yeah, it all came across really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's a whole that's a whole other kettle of fish, like
was a whole other portion of history.
yeah, which I am not qualified to speak on.
No.
So I'm not even going to dare to attempt to weigh in on that. I am not qualified to speak on any of that.
We noticed it last week as well. Like it's just Leon, so handsome, so muscular.
Yeah, such handsome, much strong. Wow.
Yeah. Let's get Pulsemon doing the face.
Such tall, much handsome. Wow. His broad shoulders and anyway. Yeah, like again, you can kind of tell there was nothing to this. We're just tangenting really about anything else.
Yeah. What's that say on the window there? It's just coffee.
Yeah, it's the name of the place, which is cafe something, and then it's all the different coffees you can get.
And that just says drink hot, I suppose. Hot cup coffee, I guess.
Drink it hot. Yeah, oh yeah, no, I know what you. Yeah. Hold on. Oh, why am I getting hiccups? I always forget like how clear these images are, even when like they're blown up a million times. So it's Cafe Vicanoi.
I think that's an E.
Vianoi. Oh yeah, Cafe Vianoi. Sure. And then you have Cafe Americano, Cafe Latte, Cafe Macchiato,
and
then cocoa. And then, yep, drink hot.
Cup coffee.
Yeah.
There's probably more words behind him, but
possibly not. That could be English in play. But
oh, he just has a nice coffee. That's what he has.
Oh, okay. I thought I may have looked at it wrong earlier because it was a smaller image. I hadn't blown it up yet, but I thought he had a bubble tea. But it could just be a nice coffee. Yeah.
Yeah, probably is, and he's drinking a hot coffee then.
Yeah. It's to, show the dynamics in their personality. You know, he's a cool customer with his iced coffee, but he's got the growly Digimon who's hot tempered, where he has the hot coffee, but he has the laid back Digimon who's cool and awesome. I wouldn't, or that's how my English teacher would put it, or that
the curtains were just blue.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, I've been there. I've had that conversation.
Yeah. And if you don't overthink everything, you get an F on the test.
They used to hate me because I could really overthink, and my essays were.
For our oral, well, everyone's an oral listener, aren't they? Nobody's watching what we're doing on screen technically. For that noise you heard, Meg extended her arms quite widely to accompany that sound effect. So just
word count. What's that? I left that behind long ago.
Yar. Yeah. So like I the girls coming over and being all like was fine. I guess they failed the bedchill test. I want to see, though I do want to see more of them. I want them to be actual characters and not just set pieces. Then
not just things to flirt with.
Yeah. Oh, could you imagine? There's a chapter where it's like a double date, and it's like Eiji and Hatsune, and it's Leon and the other one.
I don't think those women will date them because they're too young.
You're saying Hatsune is not a cougar?
I don't think she'd go on an actual date.
We don't really know how old she is anyway.
The friend would jump if Leon asked.
Hmm.
I don't just mean for the date.
Leon says jump, she asks how high. Leon says jump, she asks how high.
And on what?
Oh, hold on. Is Hatsune's friend the writer?
Yeah,
there we go. So yeah, we only have a couple of artworks. Like, I don't really have anything left to say about this. It's just they're just two lads having a chat, and I will say, actually, no, I have one more thing with the Digimon like antagonizing each other. I really do love Pulsemons, but Lucamon started it.
Yeah,
like as if he hasn't been a brat the whole, himself. Lucamon started it. Like, yeah, no, it's like, okay, fine. So let me have a look here. We only have, I think, like 5 new pieces of art, and then we can wrap up, because there isn't really a whole, as we've kind of repeatedly said, there isn't a whole lot to this chapter. There's not a lot of like great lore implications. Oh, Digimon is a thing.
Digimon, yeah.
They
managed to spell Digimon wrong.
Do I have the screenshot on this phone or the other one? Where's my gallery? I moved all my icons around and now I don't know where anything is.
But we don't move our icons around.
It's on the other phone. I don't care. And
well, we were about to share the screen anyway, so
I suppose we could go looking for it. Oh no, that's Discord. I'm gonna close that.
Just in case.
Just in case. Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Eiji put himself in Leon's shoes. He definitely had a longer relationship with the professor, who personally introduced him to the world of Digimon. So we've graduated from Digimon. Leon was a true believer, a passionate fan of Professor Ryosenji's work. Not that Eiji wasn't. Digimon. Is that the only instance? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Cool. I wouldn't have been shocked if there was another one.
Is it showing on? Yeah. Digimon.
Yeah. All right. So fan art. I will just work our way backwards. I don't remember us looking at this one before.
I don't recognize that name either. So.
So whenever it decides to load, we have this nice, cool image of Lugarmon. Jesus. The perspective of the buildings here and the red moon reminds me of Adventure 2020 when they're in the real world. Well, I don't know if they're in the real world, but there's a bit where they're fighting Aizmon, and the whole world sort of like closes in around them.
Okay.
And that's the vibes I'm getting from the background here. Like it's like a screenshot from that episode. I don't think it is, but that's the feeling I'm getting. Just that's what it's reminding me of. It's the same color scheme and everything.
Kind of like when the walls kind of close in on you, but with buildings.
Yeah. It's that sort of feel I'm getting just from the perspective of the buildings and the colors. But I do like Lugarmon here. The fire is very nice.
Yeah.
I like his quills. He always just looks like a giant Elecmon from some angles. Like just looking at this here is like Elecmon's tail. And that is by.
I keep going to call them feathers, but they're not feathers. I just.
No, they're just long tufts of hair. Or fur, I guess. By Eido Vanitas. think we've seen art by them before.
Yeah.
In this,
but I could be wrong. You know me, I have no memory.
This is fair. And we have this one of Lugarmon also. It's quite long. As we saw, I guess it's been target on lockdown, awaiting orders. So yeah, I love this. I think we need to go to the actual Twitter post for this because
like cover art almost.
Yeah, I love the perspective.
I love his eye.
Yeah, and then you've got the Commandramon with their guns pointing at him, and then like the AG's like Codecracker Fang symbol in the background. I really do like this. The sort of the shine as well, like the
holes in the wall then as well.
Yeah.
He's really just caught in the spotlight.
Yeah, so well done, Apple 05012. Very nice piece of art.
Everyone see it?
Yarp.
Yeah. Very good.
Yeah. And then moving back, we have this cute, adorable little Lugamon.
Aw, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, baby.
He looks like Torgal.
He does. He's so cute.
Drew a fluffy Lugamon.
He looks like he should be a middle between Belmon and Lugamon. He looks like he should be like a puppy form in the middle there. Another puppy form in the middle. He's so cute.
If the Digimon followed Cross Wars logic and actually grew up. Yeah. It's so cute. This might be my favorite of the week.
I love it so far.
This is by Valkyrie_0101.
So good.
Yeah, very good.
10 out of 10, best boy.
10, yeah, definitely. Look at this. He's adorable. Then we have another one. Yeah, like another one in this set of. Yeah, just this set of the two of these being a couple. Which, you know. Or Hatsune.
Or Hatsune's friend, you mean?
Well,
That's a big shine off Lugamon's head.
Yeah, just the light reflecting off his interface. Yeah. The plushies in the background are cute. Like, I guess they've just been to a fair or something.
Leon with the giant yowie hands.
I was gonna say, yes, Leon with the giant yowie hands, but AG also looks like he's been feminized a little.
Yeah, I think it's meant to be them younger. Because in the other ones, they look a bit younger as well.
Right.
But, yeah, AG always looks younger.
In these, yeah, like
I know in this one they were literal kids, but which is now inaccurate because that baby Leon should be smaller than baby AG apparently.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah, apparently. Yeah, you know, artistic license. And then Digimon Seekers shite post.
Shite post, I love it.
That's
by
what
Apple
it says.
Again.
By Apple again. 05012. Yeah. It's very cute. Nice to see some chibi hell Lugamon, I guess.
Yeah, it's adorable.
I feel like this should be like a sticker.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be great. Sell stickers.
Well, we can look into that later. I just wanted to blow the image up. Like, is the fire in AG's hand?
Yeah.
As well.
Like, does he just have fire in his hand, or is that like from petting him? Is his hand on fire?
Is his hand on fire? Has he gone? Ooh, your fur is different. Ow, fire hot.
It depends on what that says.
But yeah, this is very good. Like I still think like I think I still prefer the fluffy Lugamon, but this is a close second.
Yeah.
Which is so wild because like Apple's other art is so fierce and detailed, and this is just a shitpost.
Yeah.
It's great. This is great. I love it. I love it. I adore it. I absolutely adore it. That is, and that's our artwork.
Yeah, that's everything.
Yeah.
We still got 45 minutes out of this episode.
Well, you know, these are meant to be the mini-sodes, so you know, if they're a fair bit shorter than the live show, which for those of you watching this, will be tonight. We'll be doing Digimon Tamers on a Wednesday.
That's weird.
Doesn't it? It sounds weird and creepy, doesn't it? But like Cross Wars got to episode 30, so we're letting Tamers catch up, and we're not going to be here this weekend for Tamers, so we could, you know, we're gonna do as many episodes as it takes to get Tamers to catch up, and then we'll go back to doing one Cross Wars on Wednesdays, Tamers on Sundays, up until the shows run out. Cross Wars does not have a movie. Tamers has one afterward. And we have a stage play for Tamers as well.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, great. That's going to be a fun one. Yay, cancel culture is the villain. Oh. I've never watched it.
Yeah.
So I want to see it and be able to comment on it
in full context.
In full context. Like, it's easy to poke fun at the idea or to be like, you know, cancel culture doesn't exist. It kind of does. For stupid things. I'm not talking about like when someone is rightfully, you know, called out for doing something shitty.
Yeah.
But there is a compartmentalized. I don't even think I've said that word right. There is like a collection of people who will try and ruin you for minor things.
Like if you still follow someone on social media without realizing.
Yeah.
You follow this person. How dare you? That means you believe in what they believe in.
Yeah.
Or you're associated to what they've done. Or
yeah, sorry, I set my account up 10 years ago when they weren't a nonce.
Yeah.
Kind of forgot I was following them. You know, the algorithm isn't putting their posts in my feed every 5 seconds, so kind of forgot they were on my list. Yeah, like nonsense like that. You know, that like, or I don't know. You see it all the time. Like, I know it became a meme in itself where, like, on Twitter, it was like, okay, who are we canceling this week? You know, shit like that.
Yeah, it's a weird culture.
Yeah.
But
even in music. Oh, you like this band I don't like. I'm gonna get all the other stands for the band I don't like to like make you terminate your account. You know, shit like that.
Yeah.
So I want to see
even stuff like that actress in Star Wars. Star Wars, the Asian girl.
Oh,
and they didn't like
Rose?
Her. Yeah, they didn't like her character or something her character did, so they literally bullied her off social media.
Yeah.
And I'm like, she's an actress playing a character. That she's doing a job.
Yeah, like what
she
that
isn't actually that person.
Yeah, but I let's be fair. I think The Last Jedi taught us that Star Wars fans aren't exactly the most calm-minded of people. Shall we say? They haven't really got their emotions in check.
Well,
they're all Sith Lords, basically.
Same can be said for half of any fandom.
Oh, any fandom, yeah. You're going to have the assholes in any fandom who ruin it for everyone, right? So I'm like, there is a part of me being facetious when I say Star Wars fans with a wide paintbrush. Like,
yeah.
I'm not going to tar everyone. Obviously, I understand, like, people out there do understand that, like, Rose Tico, is that her name?
I don't remember.
Is a character being played by an actress, and the actress should not be, you know, lambasted and cancelled because her character got in the way of a ship you like. which wasn't the ship that the movie was pushing, because the movie was pushing a very toxic ship. Like Kylo and Rey is incredibly toxic, but Disney were like, no, they're in so much love.
They're like star-crossed lovers kind of thing.
Yeah, they're star-crossed lovers, and he appears to her vision. He forces himself to appear in her visions half naked. Have you seen Kylo Ren's 8-pack? Like, he literally mind things her the first, while she's strapped to a gurney. That is not love.
No. Then you have the other side of the fandom that are like, if she even looks at him, he belongs to.
Oh yeah, then Hux. Yeah, well, I thought you were gonna say them, but no, Hux. Yeah, Rey's interfering with the Kylo Hux ship. Ugh. Hux doesn't deserve to be happy. Neither does Kylo.
No, none of them do. They
are actually all like I am in no way a when it comes to Star Wars, I have a passing, if you can call it that, fandom.
I've seen the movies multiple times, but I couldn't tell you anything that happens outside of them.
Yeah.
Except that I think Chewbacca dies from a moon falling on him. Literal moon. That's my understanding.
Was it a moon or a space station? See, I can make the jokes,
but that's about it. That's all I can tell you.
Like, I've seen the movies.
If there's context in those movies that you need other things for, I don't have it.
Yeah,
but
yeah, like I've seen the original trilogy more times than I can count. I remember going to the cinema to see the prequel trilogy, and I went to the cinema to see the sequel trilogy because I was like, okay, let's finish this. The best character in the sequel trilogy is Finn. Everyone else is an asshole.
Yeah, they are. Some people argue for Poe, but he was also a bit of a
knob.
Yeah,
yeah, a bit of a knobhead.
That was another ship people like.
Oh yeah, Finn and Poe was like that's. But like there's no. I don't know that one, but there's no, for me anyway. Look, I'm not if I say this for a lot of things, but if you're able to find an enjoyment in something that I can't, good for you. That's awesome. I'm not going to try and take that away from you. That would be completely outrageous and selfish. But there's no likable characters in the new trilogy. Except for Finn. And then there's and suddenly Palpatine returned. Bollocks. And he's Rey's great-grandfather or something.
Yeah. That being the key part of that there.
And then, because clones. And then Rey took the name Skywalker because she didn't want to be a Palpatine. And they turned Skywalker into... They turned the name Skywalker basically into Spider-Man thing, where it's like an anyone can wear the mask situation, I think. I don't know.
Pretty sure she moved into their house too.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty sure she moved into Luke's house, buried his lightsaber, and then stole his house. I mean, he's dead now. Like he's not gonna be needing it. But like,
we've gone way off topic.
Oh yeah,
totally. We were talking about cancel culture.
Well, yeah, cancel culture in Digimon has led into just Twitter knobheads canceling people over Star Wars. Or canceling Star Wars actors because they played a character, which is
that was written for them by someone else.
Yeah,
who isn't getting harassed.
Well, no, I think Kathleen Kennedy has seen plenty of abuse. Like there was always those calls to fire Kathleen Kennedy. She's ruining Star Wars single-handedly. She made Star Wars woke.
There's that word.
There it is. Yeah. So. So, circling back around. Oh, by the way, yeah. Look, the prequel trilogy is also garbage. I went to see it in the cinema as a kid, and I thought it was great.
Because we were kids.
Exactly.
Yeah. Woo, space.
Yeah. Space and laser swords. Hell yeah. Ooh, Jar Jar.
Yeah, always ooh Jar Jar.
Always ooh Jar Jar. But like, I don't agree with like Jar Jar's actor being bullied off the internet either, or the kid who played Anakin. You know, basically giving. Did he give up on acting over this? He got basically basically Star Wars fans are very unhinged. No. No, definitely Anakin's actor as well.
Yeah.
Something I don't know if it's Hayden or the kid actor. Never go after kid actors. They're kids.
Yeah, they don't get a choice on what roles they're doing or anything.
They haven't studied at fucking, you know, what's that? Oh, what's that famous New York?
Juilliard?
Yeah.
That's more for dancing than actors, I think.
But a lot of actors go there. Like, you know, Lloyd, what's his name, didn't study at Juilliard for 8 years and become a Shakespearean playwright or anything, you know? Like, fuck off, he's a kid.
Like when people attacked, there was an Instagram account for the kid from that show, Good Luck Charlie. It was a Nickelodeon show where the girl was like filming like video stories for her little sister.
Oh, right.
And in one of the episodes, her parents were confused because one knew her mom, Sarah, and the other one knew Mary.
Right.
And they were like, no, but Mary's her mom. No, but Sarah's her mom. And it turns out she has 2 moms.
Ah.
People were giving death threats to the Instagram account for that child because of that. Sending death threats to a small child.
Yeah.
Over because she had control over the gay couple that were written into her show. There's your cancel culture right there.
Yeah, you know.
Cancel the 5-year-old.
Cancel the 5-year-old.
She makes all the decisions.
Exactly. Yeah. Executive 5-year-old. Yeah. So yeah, looping back around to Digimon. I want to see the Tamers thing in full context and see if it was blown out of proportion. Did people just see Digimon made cancel culture the villain and run with that, or did anybody fucking watch the thing?
Yeah. Was it just the screenshots or that little bit that they saw?
Yeah.
Just a clip of the end of it or whatever.
Like, I always thought it was unfair that the group that subbed it, the fan group that subbed it, had to put a disclaimer on it.
Yeah, they had to put a disclaimer on it.
Saying, we do not agree with these views. I'm like, you shouldn't have to do that. You're doing a community service.
Yeah.
Just because you're subbing the thing for the community to enjoy.
Transcribing what's being said.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have to say these are not our views, you know?
But the internet is fucking fickle.
You didn't put a disclaimer, therefore
you agree with it. You're literally Hitler. Like, and that is the internet logic, and that is the cancel culture behind it.
Yeah.
To the point where said group also had to say, please don't go after people because you'll prove their point. Oh, I hate the internet. It's like the greatest and worst thing humanity has ever created.
Putting it in our pockets was the worst thing that ever happened.
Yeah, you know what? That's that's fair. You know, when you gave...
If phones didn't have the internet, people wouldn't be... Like, there'd be no Instagram, there'd be none of that. Like, you'd have your Twitter, whatever. Well, you could still have an Instagram online, but it'd be more like a
MySpace or a
Pixar or
whatever they were called.
Pixar. Is that the one that keeps emailing us telling it's going to cancel us?
No, that's Photobucket.
Photobucket, that's the one that keeps telling us it's going to cancel our accounts over
and Dropbox.
And over. And Dropbox, yeah.
Like Dropbox and Photobucket, who initially said, hey, we're limiting how many free photographs you can keep on our site. Please delete them till you have X amount. And then went, oh, you now have to pay to have this minimum amount. Please delete them or we'll do it for you. And then, okay, fine, fair enough. And then for like what, the last 2 years?
If not more.
If not more, Photobucket is like repeatedly emailing us going, hey,
this is your final reminder.
Yeah, your account is in danger of being deleted. This is your 20th final reminder. Reply to this if you want to keep your account for $5.99 a month. Yeah, no, you can have it. I got everything I wanted. I'm not, GLHF, I'm okay.
If there's anything else on it, I've clearly forgotten about it, so I forgot I had the account, so go away.
Yeah. Exactly. I'm not paying you to not email me anymore. And even then you'd probably be still emailing me going, you can upgrade.
Oh yeah, that's the Dropbox one. See, I had a lot of Dropbox space for a while.
Oh, so did I.
Because it was installed on the phone, the tablet, the computer, and something else.
Yeah, but every time I got a new phone, every time I upgraded, it came with like 2 terabytes or something of free Dropbox storage.
Yeah.
For 18 months or whatever. So I went, sure. And now they're like
I had all the free space because it was installed on so many devices at once and was being used between all of them. And then they just decided, no, can't have that anymore.
No.
So I went, okay, fine, I'll use Google Drive. So I can fit it all in there.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, oh, it's ridiculous.
We should just end this now because we've hit an hour.
Yeah.
We stopped talking about it.
We stopped talking about Digimon about 15 minutes ago. 15, 20 minutes ago, yeah. We went on to Star Wars, cancel culture, the fucking grossness of the internet, and now Photobucket and Dropbox.
What would the world be like without internet on your phone?
You know that meme? It's like that meme that goes around of the utopia. I think we'd all be better off if the internet wasn't in our pocket. Truly. I mean, you know, maybe you could still have something like WhatsApp or Line to text the friends you meet.
Messaging.
Instant messaging is fine, but I think everyone having access to a portal where, you know, 1 million people can quite literally voice their opinion about a topic at once is emotionally draining and overwhelming. And it just makes everything so much worse.
We're not supposed to see that much news. No. Ever. We're not meant to. We're not equipped for that. No. Mentally.
No, we're not. And that's just us. Never mind the rest of the internet. They are clearly very unhinged, as we've discussed. Star Wars fans, the greatest of people. Again, facetious.
Yeah. Come on, I come from the supernatural fandom. You know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, how dare the Winchesters be interested in girls? How dare they?
That you want to talk about cancel culture? Those actresses literally got killed, and the characters just got killed off because the fandom didn't like them.
Yeah.
How dare the Winchesters
have love interest?
To have, you know, a girlfriend instead of just sleeping around.
Yeah. with their angel boyfriend. How dare.
How dare.
This is what happens when fandoms get too much power, or the showrunners take too much of the fans' opinions on board. You know.
And then that's what happened later on when they stopped doing that because they realized how bad an idea that was, and then the fandom went berserk because they didn't have the power anymore.
Good. You should never give the fans too much power. Never. It can only end in disaster. And on that cheerful note, I have been AJ. That has been Miss Megmon.
Goodbye.
Say bye, Meg.
Bye, Meg.
And we are done. Look forward to the live show tonight. Digimon Tamers 27 and 28. And yeah, we're gonna have lots of fun, and we're gonna get introduced to new characters. Yay! I hope. I hope yay.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe we'll talk about it tomorrow. Well, no, not tomorrow. I guess we'll talk about it on the live show. Here's a little something for people listening to the Seeker show to tune into the Tamer show tonight. We watched the first 7 episodes of Tamers in English.
Oh yes, we did.
So we get to talk about that.
Yeah.
So you should tune in to see what Meg thinks of Tamers in English versus Tamers in Japanese. You should definitely tune in for that. And with that, we're out.
Nothing.
Say nothing for now. We are donezo. Much love. Piss. Bye.
Bless.